out, it's hardly the scariest game on earth. I mean, it's just about batting a ball against the wall until the wall breaks down. And of course, Arkanoid, which was a sci-fi take on Breakout, again wasn't exactly scary, although I suppose it could be if you were scared of big bats and balls in space. But can that concept be applied to a more horror or horror adjacent field? Well, the answer is yes. Mega Kaiju Boom Ball does just that. And yes, you're thinking, but is this really Halloween-y, Rob? I'm like, yeah. I mean, Godzilla, Gamera, Rodan, you know, kaiju are monsters and they are scary. Seriously, watch the original Japanese Godzilla, or Shin Godzilla, or Godzilla -1 from a couple of years ago. These are films that deal with scary subject matter because they're looking at the annihilation of Japan by nuclear weapons through the lens of a science fiction horror movie. So yeah, kaiju are scary and are horror. Except that one. Godzilla from the 1990s in New York? No, that's not scary. The only scary thing about that film is the fact that somebody greenlit the damn thing. Anyway, let's take a look at Mega Kaiju Boom Ball. So as you can see, Mega Kaiju Boom Ball is from Orebody Incorporated, and it's for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, I am playing this on a ROM file, and this ROM file was provided to me free of charge by Orebody Inc. themselves, so I do have to say thank you for that, and I am being honest about that. This was given to me as a freebie. This is a beta version of the game. There is a Kickstarter for those who want to support it. I will leave the link for that in the description below. And as you can see, the idea of the game is you are attempting to save the Earth from kaiju. Now, the way you do this is you use a bat and ball weapon in a similar manner to Arkanoid and Breakout. It's called the Boom, the Ballistic Operations and Occupation Military, and that's what they send out. Now, that little bit you saw there is just a little bit of the background story. Now, there are a couple of things. Apart from just bouncing the ball, your paddle does have the ability to shoot, much as in Arkanoid, although that is available from the start. You do have a limited number of shots, but I will be honest, when I was putting this video footage together, because I'm not exactly the best at this type of game, I did set my shots to infinite. And it's really simple. You bounce the ball about and it destroys scenery, which releases power-ups, and it also allows you to attack the kaiju, and every time you hit the kaiju it does some damage on different levels. There are different things you can hit. As you can see, there are some tanks there. Now obviously you have multiple lives, you have multiple balls. It all gets a little bit complicated. Obviously multi-ball, always fun. Now obviously the more you hit the kaiju, the more you'll damage it. And once you've done enough damage to the kaiju, you will move on to the second screen in the level, because each level in this, rather than just being single screen, has 3 different screens to it. Now, these screens do vary. Obviously, you see here we're on the city, and you did see the stage selection screen. As you can see there, I'm shooting at the kaiju as well, just to move things on. And to move it on to the next stage, once you've done enough damage, that little horseshoe type thing pops up and will catapult the ball up. If you fail to deflect it, it will get bounced back down to the lower level, and that's where you'll lose one of the hearts. Not a life, but one of the hearts. Now, for example, there are other objectives as well as just destroying the kaiju. Now, on the second screen on this stage, the city stage, the main idea is to save a number of buses, which you'll see at the side. And to make the bus move so you can save it, you have to hit it with the ball. And it will make its way across the screen, and hopefully the kaiju will not catch it and destroy it. Now on here you have to get rid of 6 of those, and that will allow you to move on to the final screen. Now, there is some tactics to this, obviously, as you can tell. Because the kaiju is moving around as you hit it, you don't want it to hit the bus, because as you can see there, it will be destroyed. Again, drop down onto a lower level screen, but that's okay. Bounce yourself back up. Now, whenever you go off the screen and you have to go back up, the number of buses you need to save will reset, which, you know, it keeps it challenging. Now, eventually I will do this while I'm still dealing damage to the kaiju. There we go, off again. Back up we go. Back to the start. But this is quite a fun game. I think it looks really nice. It's definitely a NES game. It has that look in terms of the colour palette and the way the graphics are drawn. You know, it's very much a NES game. I would say it looks similar to the sort of titles you would have expected to see in the early 90s. You know, a little bit past the NES's heyday, but at a point where, you know, developers were managing to make things that look a little bit more impressive than some of the early titles, you know. And the music's really good as well. It does set a nice atmosphere. You know, this is a damn fun game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm rubbish at games like this, but I really enjoy them. One of my all-time favourite games is Arkanoid 2. And this scratches that itch for me. Now, obviously this is a beta version, but it seems mostly complete, and as I said, there is a Kickstarter. They will be issuing this as an actual NES cartridge, I do believe, so you can go and see that on their Kickstarter page. But I honestly think it's a really fun game. It's just that little bit different, you know. There's hundreds of Breakout stroke Arkanoid clones out there, but this one, this is different. This actually has a story beyond just break through the walls. You know, you're trying to save the world. And here we go. This is the final screen. As I said, each level is 3 screens, and the final screen is a boss fight. Now on this one, as you can see, there's a rather large mech, and you can use the ball to send the mech into a position where it can shoot the kaiju for you. So obviously you want to shoot the kaiju with your weapon, you've got to destroy enough of the scenery around the kaiju to be able to access it. And, you know, anything that can help you is good. So, you know, make sure that you hit the mech into the right place. Now, you can also shoot the mech with your weapon if you have enough shots to move it, and yeah, it's, you know, this is just fun. Again, see, drop down there, need to bounce it into the horseshoe catching mitt device thing, which until I worked out the exact angle was a case of just bouncing it round a little bit, but eventually I did work out the angle, and on we go with destroying the kaiju. So yeah, that is the game essentially. What isn't to love about Mega Kaiju Boom Ball? Now, as I said, this has been sent to me for free, and I am not saying anything that I'm saying here about the game just because they've sent this to me for free. I genuinely have enjoyed playing this game. I think it looks good, I think it sounds good, I think it plays really well. I think it's well worth people's time to play it. Now, as I said, the links are in the description below. It's great fun, and, you know, I recommend it. If you want to sign up for the Kickstarter and get a physical cartridge, it's there. All the other options for how to play it are also there on their link, and yeah, it's fun. I'm now rambling, I'm repeating myself. So, I'm Rob. This has been 81632-bit. This has been a Halloween Havoc 2025 special on Mega Kaiju Boom Ball. Again, thanks to Orebody Inc. If you've enjoyed this video, do hit the like button. If you've really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell as well to be notified when new videos go live. You know, there are channel memberships that you can take out here on YouTube, or you can go to my Patreon and sign up there. There's also the option to buy me a coffee at my coffee link, which is, again, it's all in the description below. And yeah, I want to say thank you to my current supporters, Leftback and Oscott Retro. Much love to you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.